welcome everyone to part 2. Just a quick reminder, it's new moon intentions time, so don't forget to rate in your new moon journal. Thank you for joining us for part 2. Let's get on with it. And guys, there's an expanded message, so stay tuned. That's connected to what because this has to do with the pink super moon in Scorpio. This is connected to that. We're going to destroy. We're working with Black Moon Lilith. Okay, we're going to destroy, but this destruction has giving us an idea. And it's how to heal with our challenge. And remember, we're working with the element of air. And it's going to allow us the solution. This has to do with the mind. This is the deepest thing that has been hacked, right? So it has the fountain. The fountain. This is when we take our fantasy and we expand with the sun, the masculine, in a healthy way. This is where we flip the script. This is where we look at reality for what it is. And now it's like, okay, I'm in creation. I can honor what this is. I can grieve it. I can find peace in my pain. I can find happiness in my sadness. Okay, you literally flip the script. Now I'm going to take creation. I'm going to take my healthy fantasies and I'm going to create anew. I'm going to expand anew. I'm going to build new earth. But I have to destroy something in order to create it. And we're going to see what this message is connected to, because it has to do with healing from corruption. And this is our connection to Libra. This is where we look at reality for what it is. And this is where we create happiness from our sadness from within. This has to do with the flow, the feminine, and Pisces. And that's our connection to new earth, the tree of life, the truth of creation. And that's connected to our 10 of Cups, our purpose, working here with creation, the creator. It's connected to our legacy and what we're building here in New Earth, our 10 of Pentacles, our divine inheritance. Yes, our divine inheritance. So we're going to work with the Queen of Wands. And there's going to be growth here. This is connected to the 13 spheres of knowledge, working with the masculine, with the feminine, and the energy of youth. The princess of fire. And we're also activating the Prince of Wands, our visions. And it's connected to abundance. It's connected to healing from greed, taking more than we need. Healing from being a virus here. Learning to live in symbiosis with the earth. And that's connected to our 9 of Pentacles right now in positive energy. Being able to expand with positive energy. Knowing when to use the masculine. Knowing when to honor the feminine. And we're going to see something on our spiritual quest connected to the 9 of Pentacles. Spirit is going to gift us understanding, something to do with understanding our expansion on a deeper level. And it's connected to working with the King of Fire. And the King of Fire is working with the maiden, the energy of youth and the feminine, and our connection to the earth, the daughter. And that's restoring balance right now. This is literally restoring balance, like this. Let's even put it like this. There's our balance right here. This is the creation of our balance right now. And it has to do with the new moon in Taurus. We're becoming more determined to heal from cruelty. We're having a realization on how to do this. And it's connected to the 10 of Wands. In action, what we needed to see are 10 of Wands burdens, healing with the masculine, being overforced in order to apply the feminine, the positive charge. And this is connected to the lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. And we're going to expand here and we're going to restore the balance. And this balance has to do with working with the Queen. This is where we add the negative and we work with the positive, okay? The whole picture, unity. Venus, love, okay? And it's connected to the lunar eclipse, change. Remembering it's in Sagittarius, okay? So we're going to work with the water element, sensing in order to receive our blessings. The rainbow, we're working with the light. We're working here with the mother, okay? We're sensing. We're using our sixth sense, our intuition. Our blessings are connected to lightning and power. This is working with the masculine and expanding with the energy, with force, okay? And we're going to do this by honoring the feminine, the lake, water, stillness. And yes, we may even be submerged within this lake. And this is understanding when we really slow down what we're doing with our energy. What are we doing when we really slow down? Remembering we're mostly water. And here's where we work with the masculine and we connect to our passions. And this is greatly connected to our last few readings. Our passions, it's time to allow ourselves to be vulnerable, our vulnerability. And this is where things are going to become effortless for us. We're going to go with the flow. It's where we work with this in creation. And it is connected to working with the Queen of Wands and allowing shape-shifting. Having the strength and the vigilance and working with the new moon. To heal from our impulses, work with Aries, the inner child, the child, allow our blossoming, allow our unfoldment, our expansion. We're in creation here, synergy. This is, more than one thing coming together in order to create our unfoldment. What did it take for this lotus to unfold? It took the water. It took that sunlight. It took the elements. And this is connected to that Four of Pentacles shift. And we are going to go there, guys. Okay, bear with me. And what we're doing now is we are having an ending in order to begin again, to come together and create our unity. We're ending our separateness, our selfishness, and healing with our impulses, healing with the inner child in order to come together with unity, love, and expand united. The energy of the opposites creating with the whole, healing with the whole. We can heal with the whole picture. And this is connected to our Two of Cups. We can have an ending to begin again. We understand what that looks like. We understand how to destroy it in order to create. And to create in order to destroy. It's a truth. It's a truth we're honoring here. And it's a truth we're honoring through healing. We're healing this through the star. And remembering that healing is connected to the earth element and stability. So we had the water element sensing the mother and now the daughter. And remember, we're grounding love. It's Taurus season. The new moon in Taurus. So here we are letting go of strife. We're healing from our Five of Wands charge. We're creating anew. It's time. And look at that. We are expanding with love. The feminine. And this is where we work with the positive and the negative combined in order to understand and expand. And we know the Queen of Wands is connected to love. Working with that Two of Cups equality. And that Two of Cups equality is connected to the restoration of balance here on the earth. Restoring balance. And it's through the two. The 2 and the 3. And we're gifted through the Ace. And when we restore balance through the earth, we are healing tension in order to restore motion. And this is working with La Luna. This is working with the feminine. This is working with Metatron's cube. And look, the dark and the light. Balanced. Look at those two. Look at that. This is spectacular. And here's where we're doing it. We have restored the balance. And I love that, look at what we're doing for both. Do you see? We're doing this for both. Yeah, this is where we're really, really shifting through the earth. Remember, this is connected to here, the 2. So we're going to shift through the earth. We're going to restore balance because we're going to let the light in. We're going to work with life. We're going to understand that the feminine, the negative, is working with the positive. So here's the 3 of Pentacles shift, the material work. Here's where we let the light in. Remember, from the 2 to the 3, we restore balance. And now we're working with the King of Pentacles. We're expanding through the earth. We've let the light in. And we're expanding with our knowledge. And much of this is secret knowledge. This is where we've found our strength in order to create and destroy and to create. And we've connected to creation, the 3D, the 5D and beyond. And we've faced patterns of death. We understand we're going on and what that means and what our footprint means here. What our energy, the energy that we are leaving behind, it matters. We're understanding and creating with integrity of the light. We're also understanding we're more than one thing. And we are connected to the animals. We are animals. We're in the jungle, baby. And this is allowing us to shape shift. And we're shape shifting with this lunar eclipse. Sagittarius, in Sagittarius, we're going to see something. And this is where we're adding the positive charge. Because we're working with the negative. We're working with the negative. There's the negative tetrahedron. We're working with the positive. There's the positive tetrahedron. We're understanding why we need to surrender. We're understanding why we need to surrender in order to create this positive tetrahedron, but it's of air. We're having the understanding. We're working with the element of air. Then we're going to apply the force, the masculine, in order to heal and finish the creation of the expansion. See, this is where we're stuck. This is where many of us are broken. It's like, okay, we can have the thought process, but where do we act? Where do we apply the masculine? That's why we're healing and working with the element of air, because the element of air has been the biggest one that's been hacked. So we're untwisting it. We're healing in order to create anew. We're healing with the mind. We're also understanding that an awakening, literally, it's a process because you go mad to the truth, mad to the light, mad to the reality. And many people can't take that. Many people can't handle it. We have to be able to handle it. Dark night of the soul. Expansions over time. Growth is a process. It's not linear. It's cyclical. It's part of how things work. And this is where we have an ending in order to begin again. We also don't like that, but we're honoring that here. But look where the sun is. This can also be representation of La Luna. The same, one and the same, but they need them to work together, okay? Yin and yang principles applied here. Now, this is where we have our ending, and we're connecting to death here. I want you to see who death is working with. I want you to see, you know what? Guys, I just want you to see. This is what we're working with here. I want to draw it out for a second, just so you can see where we're going. And this is where we shift with the earth, okay? We're going to actually work with the earth because we're working with the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is working with, of course, the King of Cups, Scorpio. And this is connected to that super pink moon. We're going to, remember, we're going to shift. We're going to shift from the 6 to the 7, because we're going to be gifted. And remember, because we're working to restore the balance with life, and it's through the 8, because 7, actually no, guys, this is through the 9. Yes, I see it now. Oh, good thing I could count again. This is where we're working with the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, this is where we see it. And that's why this is a little bit more work right now, because we're doing this. This is the equation, right? This plus this. And then we're going to be gifted, and then it's going to be, we're going to go from 9 to 10. That's what's happening. Making more sense. Okay, so we're working with life here. Look, we're working with life. We're working with the Empress. We're working with the feminine. This is where we see what we need to see in order to heal from our heartache. And we're connecting to what? Our purpose. And this is where we let the light in. This is why we're letting the light in, because of our purpose, because of this. Perfect success, what that looks like, and it's natural, so it's unperfect, and that's connected to our pleasure, the center, the restoration to innocence, our authentic truth. It's connected to the tree of life. So we expand here. We expand with the Ace of Cups, with the mother, the water element. We're working with spirit here, and look at that. Look at this. And we've made the connections we need to make. We're working with the heavens. From the heavens to the earth, through us we shall expand. And remember, this is connected to Aries. Healing with the child, the inner child, and allowing the expansion from within to without. Within to without. And working from the heavens to the earth, through us, allowing the expansion. Look. I love, they're speaking to one another. This is working with our root. Remember, this is a recalibration to the Earth Star so we can levitate. This is working with our happiness here. We've created happiness from sadness, and now this is material happiness, the 9 of Cups. And that's where we're healing here with the star, the energies of New Earth, where the cup purifies the sword and the sword purifies the cup. And now we've connected to the truth. So we can have our ending and begin again and do this. But we've honored here that we're grounding love. We are allowing the change, and this is a change over time. This is a change that's cyclical. It's connected to the cosmic cross of transformation. It's connected to the cycles. It's connected to the seasons. It's connected to shape-shifting. It's connected to the water element and sensing. So we're going to create our stability by being in action, so we can see and honor the feminine, those 13 spheres. And those 13 spheres are connected to our defeat. That's what we're letting go of here. We're burning it up, baby. We're burning it up. We're healing from what's lower vibe. We're healing from our insecurities. We're healing from where we were feeling lower, where we were feeling down and out. And now we're expanding. We are the masters of our own universe. We're expanding in order to create a new, and we're understanding what that means with integrity of the light, our connections to everything from the macrocosm to the microcosm, from the center to everything, beyond, right? Everything within and without and beyond. Within and beyond, without and beyond. So we surrender and we go within. It's time to go within. We've been doing all this battling because we've been in pain. We've been in confusion. The element of air was hacked. This is where we expand with Aquarius, and we're moving on over and we go within. This is the 4 of Pentacles shift. Now, let's take a pause break and talk about the 4 of Pentacles shift. And this has to do with the fact we're creating stability through the earth with the elements. We're about to shift through the earth with the elements. We're going to understand something here. Okay, we're going to be in creation, but we're going to do it with the earth. It's like pulling it in from the 5D and beyond into the 3D. And we don't need to be hoarding, because we're in stability. We're in lack of here. We're healing from lack of. We're creating stability with the light. Remember, we're creating stability with the sun, so we're going to expand with Capricorn through the earth. And this is healing from the devil energies. That's our connection to Capricorn. This is our connection to feeling like we need to hoard because we're in lack of, and maybe even lack of energy. But right now, we're going to use the elements in order to create anew and expand. And we're going to go from here, depletion, in order to rejuvenation, to vitality. But this is honoring the feminine. This is honoring the daughter. This is honoring the earth. This is honoring the maiden. Beautiful, guys. Spectacular. Remember how we use things. How we use things here. Not I, it's we. How are we sharing in order to expand and create the stability anew? And that is where we see the positive and negative and how to work with it. We come up with an idea here in the Ace of Swords, how to shift through the earth because we went within. And we expand. Look, and this is connected to the farther gate and our gifts. This is connected to the 10 of Pentacles, our divine inheritance and where we're going. And here's where we're working in the 9. Now I remember. So 8 plus 1 is 9. We're working on our spiritual expansion, our quest to get home, but we're seeing it's time to let go of our burdens. This is what we're working on here with the King of Cups. This, let's draw this on back out again. This is where we're dealing with this. This is where we're going within in order to create this. Look, we are creating this. With love. So we have an ending to begin again that's balanced, positive and negative. Here, this is where we're gifted our expansion with the earth. We've gone to the farther gate. We've gone to death and come back again. So we're working with the King of Cups, our gifts, our connection to source energy. And we're the 5D and beyond and grounding it into the 3D here in order to expand this space and place, okay? This is connected to home. So here we see that we need to let go of some of these burdens or there's no growth. This is an unbalanced Fibonacci sequence and spiral because we're feeling this. And we're seeing this here. We need to heal. And remember, this is where we work with life and we let the light in. We need to let the light in. It's time to let the light in. So we do. And here it is. This is where we literally let the light in. And that's our truths, guys. All right. Now, I wanted to get you guys up close and personal so we could see where we apply the feminine and honor these 13 spheres of knowledge. We're going to surrender here. We're going to surrender to our rigidity. Not being able to expand, feeling like we're broken. We're going to be the Care Bear that works. We're going to become our own hero. Through the present moment. There's going to be growth here. And it's because we're working with the maiden. We're going to heal our ancestral line. We're also having help from people that have crossed over. They're working with us. Oh. So, this is where we're finding the strength to do all of this. This is it, right here. Right here. We're healing all of this. We're healing this 5 of Wands chart. And how are we doing it? With doing our due diligence, our mission work. Look at, we're going to do some inner child healing. We're going to work with the earth in order to expand. And it's connected to love right now. And there's 2 messages connected to our expansion here and the work that we're doing. This is scribing. This is whatever you're doing on your path in order to heal. Journaling. The written word. Okay, so Ivory Swan Goddess. The Ivory Swan Goddess affirms your spiritual grace and purity. The purity of your inner light never fades and cannot be tainted. Release stories of guilt, shame, and judgment. or fear that you are not enough in any way, so that you may realize your divine beauty, be more of yourself, and shine your loving divine light into the world. And this is what we're honoring here. And we're honoring the daughter of the phoenix. When the soul is ready to spread its wings, it goes through a deep cleansing and preparation for the new, like the phoenix that is baptized through celestial fire to be born anew. You are going through such a phase of heavenly purification, preparation, and initiation. Soon after, you will enjoy a greater spiritual peace, divine power, and your advancement on your divine life path. And this is what we're doing right now. This is working with the feminine. And this is allowing us to change our perspective and heal with the center. This is creating joy, healing from lust, getting to the center. Remember, lust is created to hunger, connected to hunger. It creates hunger. It feeds. And it's a, like I said, it's an empty hole. And if we do feel full, that's when we feel sick. And it's connected to this message. Sound the fierce flute. Discernment empowers you to make choices that are aligned with your intentions. Like a fierce sounding flute cutting through all vibrations with purity and intent, your discernment allows you to stay true to your values without getting caught up in distraction. We're no longer getting caught up in distraction. This has to do with the present moment. To grow spiritually through love, joy, peace, and abundance, make high vibrational choices that feel good to you. And this is what we're honoring. We're honoring this here in order to expand from this space, to heal our family lineage, to heal with whatever we're working on our spiritual quest. In order to not do this anymore, there's the present moment, and we're going to expand. We're going to restore balance. There's a third eye activation in strength, and it's connected to our Two of Cups. Creating love from fear. We can feel love and fear. We can do it. How are we doing it? Right? We're surrendering. We're going to surrender to this transformation, to this metamorphosis. And like I said, stay tuned, guys. There's a reading that is going to be aired that's going to break this all down for us. And it is connected to what was activated with that super pink moon in Scorpio. And it has to do with the fire element, desire. And we know what that's doing. That's working with healing. We're doing another level from healing with the devil energies. You know, letting our energy be taken. We're not doing that. We're in protection now. So the masculine's going to communicate with the masculine. Father and son are going to work together in order to allow us to expand through the earth. And this is where we work with Leo in order to expand, in order to face the shadows, in order to face the truth, in order to face the reality, in order to be able to be our authentic self from within to without. While we're walking around doing what we do. And then people around us are just popping off and activating because we have raised our vibration. We're able to transmute this negative into positive. That's why we need to be able to protect ourselves. So we're going to make a sacrifice here. This is connected to this, okay? And this is connected to working with the 12th house, escape Pisces. And remember, Pisces is helping us to create our happiness and work with our 10 of Cups. Our purpose. Create our purpose. And this is honoring that we came here to create this harmony through a negotiation. We're creators, right? We're the builders of the new world. So the golden ages, what's higher vibrational? We have to allow ourselves to do this. And it's using now healthy fantasy. It's untwisting it. Remember, we're not drinking from that cup to escape reality. No. We're facing reality, and then we're using healthy fantasy and dreams in order to create anew. And this has to do with working with the body, our everyday patterning. Yes, we understand we are ethereal. We are more than our body. We are our light. This has to do with our light body, but we also have to take care of our body. Like how we take care of our body every day is directly impacting our expansion. We're just going to know something here. We're working with Aquarius, the energies of new earth. We're going to know something here. And it has to do with age. It has to do with our maturity. It has to do with working with Saturn, the Lord of Karma. What's happening here in order to be here? And remember, the gift of this expansion is going from here to here. And we want to go from here to here. That is the point of this expansion. This is it. This does not feel good. This does not feel good. But it was necessary in order to get here. This is healing through the energy of the opposites. And we're going to have a message for what that is. And it is connected to Uranus. And remember, Aquarius, I know. We're going to know something. And it's working with Saturn. And this Aquarius formerly worked with Saturn and now is working with Uranus. It has to do with love, guys. And expanding with believing. This sacrifice is going to allow us to let go and create anew with that much more belief. But it's going to be something that we see and we're going to be able to ground it into the 3D. With Taurus, I haven't. Guys, I haven't touched this deck since... This deck is from the reading that was done because I've been working on this project for a minute. This message from, you know, what's happening through this metamorphosis in order to break it down. It's a bit of a project, believe me. And yes, Aries, I am. We're going to expand and heal from our impulses. That's why we're working with the child to begin with. This is why we're working with the child. Where's that child? Watch, it's going to be the last card I see. This, right now. And it's connected to love. And we're being provoked in order to connect and work with the earth. And what we're going to do with the earth is we're going to create and have fun. And restore the balance. And we're going to expand with the sun, the masculine. And we're going to begin anew. And this has to do with help with our ancients. And having the golden ticket because we've done the work. And being able to create with people that are building new earth. This is being connected to your soul tribe members. And we're about to change. We're about to shift. There it is, the lunar eclipse. And connect to our abundance. And remember, right around this time, Mercury is going retrograde. And this is connected to a revolution, a solar eclipse. Healing with the masculine. Healing with force. In order to create true partnerships here. And we're going to heal our roots. Create anew and expand. Okay, guys. We're going to clean this up. Get the cards shuffled up. Get everything ready for the reading. See you there, everyone. Thanks for joining in for part 1. Or 2, whichever part we're at right now.